For Marissa, I think the reason she's been so successful starts in preschool. She went to VIP Tots, which is an inclusive preschool. So right off the bat, she was never thought of herself as different. She just was with her typical peers, her special needs peers, and that was just normal life for her. And then when she was in preschool, she actually was in the same classes with another little boy whose mom actually taught at her home school. So then when she went into kindergarten, Miss Worthington, then Miss Riley now, had requested her to be in her class. So at her first IEP, which is a scary thing anyways when you're transitioning into elementary school, they were like, we've never had this before. A teacher has requested a special needs student to be in their class, so your class is already set up. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. Like, she didn't tell me she was doing this, she just requested her. So right off the bat, she was in general education, but I think that's where everything started, and it was like, okay, this is gonna be okay.
It's important for staff and the other students just to see her as just a regular kid that likes the same things they like. Just processes a little slower and a little slower to catch on sometimes, but she can do anything any other kid can do. For so long, she was used to having somebody speak for her because of her shyness, because she has a bit of a speech impediment. But I've encouraged her to use her words, to ask for help, not to wait for me to ask for her. And I think that's made her feel a little more independent too. It helps to have these kids be around the general population, both the students and the staff, so they can see the child before they see the disability. Because that's, I think, what it all boils down to, is seeing the child first.
So we went to a competition in February, not too long after I took over, and Marissa went to the competition with us as part of our competition squad. When we were done with the competition and the girls were exiting the building, I had a lady from another team stop and talk to me. She happened to be a parent and just wanted to tell me thank you for having a young lady on our team that had a disability, and that most teams don't do that. They don't even offer that as an option for these girls. And for me, I didn't think anything about it because Marissa's just she's just one of our cheerleaders. She's one of our kids. I don't see her differently than maybe somebody else would. Yes, she's a young lady that has Down syndrome, but that's Marissa Cox, and Down syndrome doesn't define who she is. It's just something that she has. And I was just kind of taken back that this parent stopped to tell me what a big deal it was to have a student like that on our team. And for me, I just didn't ever look at it like that because she's just part of who we are.
She doesn't feel different. She just feels like this is normal everyday life. Like, I change classes like everyone else does. I, go to lunch like everyone else does. I sit at the tables with everyone else. There's no like, go sit in here or sit over here. She's always just mingling with everyone. Like when she's at lunch, her friends from cheer or friends from other classes will come by and talk to her and sit with her. She has her people she sits with at lunch. Like, there's no, yes, it's not the same as your high school crowds because she doesn't talk a lot. She's very shy, but the people who've taken the time to get to know her know that. So they know to come up to her and be like, hi, Marissa, and then she'll be like, hi. But it just helps her feel like everything else is the same. There's no variation. And like, sometimes she'll be in cheer because they'll be working on something and she'll say, they forgot me. And then they'll be like, we didn't forget you, we're just not there yet. We still have to get over here. So then she's like, okay. Because she doesn't like feeling like she's left out or she's forgotten. She wants to be included with everything like everybody else does.
A student with a disability can be included in any way. Maybe you would have to explain something a little differently, okay? But that's not hard to do. You can just have a different explanation or explain it a different amount of times, multiple times. It'll be okay. She can do anything. I promise you, she can read, she can write. They can read, they can write, they can listen, they can talk, they can do things.
I like going to a speech, hang out with my friends, and hang out my family. I like going to games, and I like going to cheer. I did fire times. I like that.
She inspires me because having a disability doesn't necessarily hold you back. You can do anything that anyone else can do.
Back received